Hello, my fellow creative heads, and welcome. This is Reem Zarifa, head of wedding styling. I'm thrilled to have you all here today. We're going to discuss the romantic reverie, guiding wedding stylists through the art of embracing romanticism. I really miss this live session. It's been like a month now. I had a bit of a mess this last week with like sudden emergencies happen in the families. That's why this session was rescheduled once again, and I am aiming to have you empowered in this session, and I hope you will find it very enriching for you. So, like always, I am going to share my screen with you, and let me share it. 1 second. Okay. There it is. And we are going to speak about the romantic reverie. Okay. And how we can embrace the romanticism or the art movement of the Renaissance, because both of them are of the same style and are of the same time frame, into styling amazing and very delicate weddings. In this session, I'm going to guide you, and I will show you what's the key elements that is going to be used to create a memorable romantic wedding. So our session today aims to empower wedding stylists with tools and inspirations needed to incorporate romantic elements into weddings, enhancing their ability to create dreamy, love-filled atmospheres. Today, we will embark on a journey through the enchanting world of a romantic wedding styling. Our goal is to equip you with all the knowledge and skills that I actually use in creating weddings in my job, and also in creating mood boards even. And these styles of wedding, they tend to evoke the timeless beauty and emotion of romanticism. So let's go to the first slide of our presentation today, which is Romanticism. And what is Romanticism? How did it happen? Like I said before, it is an artistic and a literature movement, okay? It emphasized emotion, individualism, and the sublime beauty of nature. Also, if we're going to speak about the era of Romanticism, we will go back to the Renaissance, because both of them evokes the same feeling. So the Renaissance itself is known for its elegance, romance, and the time period, like I said in my first session about how do we embrace art movements and how it influences us as a wedding stylist. I spoke about the time period of the Renaissance or the Romanticism was from the 14th century to the 17th century. The Renaissance promoted the rediscovery of classical philosophy, literature, and art, and how we can actually use and infuse these styles into weddings to create a timeless feel. So, in weddings, this translates to creating atmospheres that are very deeply personal and emotive and visually stunning. I certainly hope somebody actually join us today, because this session is quite enriching, and I hope it, maybe even if you actually watch it in the what you call it, the replays, yeah, I think it will be as enriching as watching it right now. And of course, if there is somebody is watching us, or is somebody going to join us in this live event, I would be gladly to answer any questions, or even if they have created any type of romantic mood boards, or any kind of mood boards, even if it's not in this weddings, I would love to see and engage more in this conversation, because like I said, here we are enriching each other to get the best influence in creating the best and the most memorable wedding designs. And let's continue our presentation here. Okay, we are going to speak about how do we use romanticism in wedding, and it's characterized by soft ethereal elements mainly. And what are these elements exactly, and how we can actually use them? So when we speak about ethereal elements, we think about delicate color palettes, ambient lighting, lush floral arrangements, and flowing fabric. Think about the very softest, delicate dress you ever seen, or maybe the softest flower you ever touched. This is how a romantic wedding can actually make you feel. When you step into a romantic wedding, you can actually feel the essence of the softness and romance. It will be overwhelming, the place. The lush florals, the use of soft hues of the color palettes that you're going to use. So there is a ton of elements to actually create this type of a wedding, and it's very inspiring, and at the same time it's very taking, or like it's breathtaking to the couples themselves, and to the guests, and whoever is going to go to this style of a wedding. They will always be in an awe in the beauty that surrounds them from every single element inside this wedding. And we're going to dive deeper into these elements, and we're going to speak about the color palettes, and the lighting, the floral arrangements, and the fabrics. These are the main elements of romanticism in weddings, and these are the main elements that will show your design into the wedding and how you can actually create such image. If you actually have a look to that image on the right hand side, it's to my right, I would say, you can actually sense that romance out of this aisle. This is a very romantic aisle. So imagine a couple actually walking down this aisle into the wedding ballroom, or into the church or something. It is an amazing, I mean, it takes my breath away when I actually see that style. If you look at the lighting on each side of that aisle, you're going to find soft, warm hues that actually reflects on the florals, and the not just the florals as well. You're going to find a bit of delicate stems and wood of the floral style on each side. So the lighting gives it a very delicate look. as well as the flowers themselves, the lush arrangement, giving it an amazing style as well. In this aisle, of course, you will feel the essence of romance through the floor, even not just the aisle, the ceiling of it, no, or the sides. Even the floor here is all covered with delicate flowers that you can actually walk into. Okay, let's see what else we can have. So when we speak about color palettes in romance, it's all about the pastels, the blush tones, soft neutrals, and how we can actually mix a bit of nature into these color palettes. And when we speak about lighting, we can use the lighting of candles, fairy lights, chandeliers. All of these elements will give the essence of romance inside the wedding. Now, and of course, the main feature in romance is flowers, and floral arrangements can give us an amazing feel. We can use peonies, roses, white flowers. All of these type of flowers can be used and create an amazing floral arrangement for a romantic wedding. Now, when we speak about fabrics, like I said, think about the softest fabric and the most delicate one. We can use lace, tulle, silk. These styles of fabric will give you a timeless feel to a romantic wedding. I do encourage you to create some mood boards, just even if you don't have a wedding, if you just going to practice maybe, or encourage yourself to have inspiration, because inspiration and creativity needs always enriching. So maybe if you found the time to create some mood boards, you could always try to create some romantic mood boards, different color palettes, use different floral arrangements, maybe different styles of lighting, like maybe here a candle, maybe use a fairy light in another, maybe the essence of a chandelier to create it to a higher and a more luxurious look. This will actually make you feel more creative. And then if you would be happy to share these boards with the group or with me, I would be gladly to give you a feedback and everything in regards of wedding styling. Okay, and then we go into, I will speak more in regards of how these elements that we're going to use carefully, okay, create a style and a storytelling into the design of the wedding. So like I said, a romantic wedding is not just about the visuals, okay? It's about the story. It's about the story that every single item inside this wedding tells. And it's about the story of every couple that actually chose the style of a wedding, okay? Because each couple and every couple has a very unique love story. And our job is to weave those stories into the wedding design. So, to incorporate personal narratives of each couple, this will elevate your design. And the romantic details in your work will elevate your design. Keeping in mind that as a wedding stylist, the tiniest detail matters to have the finest design and the finest outcome. Okay. And I would always encourage you to share and gather personal stories from the clients and translate them into the design elements. For example, you can always use a couple's favorite song, yeah, like the song lyrics in a calligraphy in their in a calligraphy style in their invitation, maybe, or incorporating it with the florals, like to be on the table, or in the like the guest entry table as well, if there is like a guest book. Maybe incorporate certain type of florals if they have from the first date inside the wedding, and that will create an even more romantic feel. Also, I do encourage you, like this is like a simple exercise. Sometimes we feel like a block or something from our thoughts. So maybe you can create a hypothetical couple and brainstorm how would they infuse their love story into the wedding design. And maybe then you'll be able to find yourself doing an amazing mood board that would create a romantic wedding. Doesn't have to be as well a romantic wedding just to create or just to have a story. Every couple, like you can do a boho chic wedding. And still infuse the love story of each couple, because each couple is different than the other. But since we're speaking today about how to use and influence, and how to use the influence of Romanticism and the Renaissance into wedding styling, that's why I'm basically putting the attention on that particular style. And this will help you create timeless feel weddings designs. There is an important part as well when creating all of this, because we are not just creating the feel, we want to create the image, the visuals. We gathered all the elements, yeah, and here are some examples of how a romantic feel of a wedding can actually look like in real. Like when you infuse every single item together, how does that even look? So here are some examples of different pictures. The first one, it speaks so romantic, very elegant. It even used a bit of statues, and it incorporated that with lush florals, candles, soft lighting, different colors of florals, yet at the same time, it's mainly neutral tones. In the middle, it's like a mood of a wedding itself, like a couple decided to use the soft blush with whites. You will essence the soft blush with whites, and at the same time, in the centerpiece, they did different centerpieces. One of them was candles and transparent candlesticks, and the lush florals in the middle, okay, with floral petals and fabric on the table itself. And they decided to use the floating candles, not like actual candlesticks. And the other centerpiece is like a middle piece, but they also used almost the same color style, which is blush with white, soft creams, and that's it. And the other one, they went into the darker bit, okay. They used more cream fabrics, incorporated with a bit of wood, actual candlesticks, and like a garland of lush florals in the middle of this table. Lanterns also were used, and they had like this gold reflections on it, and still it created a very sweet and a very romantic style. And here they used the actual pieces, statues mixed with even a bit darker florals. And the other one is you will find the centerpiece, it's like it's minimal here, but it gives us the essence of romanticism. They used the softest pinks, and whites, even some white florals, the longer ones, and the white candlesticks. They actually gave us more of delicacy in this style of a centerpiece. And the last picture here, it is a decorative aisle. Okay, I think it's into a church, but they actually, if you looked at the pictures, they tried to infuse the darker florals on one side, and they managed to mix it up with a bit of light florals more on the other side. So they created like a styled entry, and as well the uplightings on each side, plus some of the wild, neutral, and natural flowers at each side created another timeless feel. Now, here are some romantic mood boards examples that I would love for you to look at and try to check each detail. You'll find mostly the elements that are used are the softness of everything. The florals are the soft palettes. Even the wedding dress for romantic styled couples, they tend to be very ethereal, and tulle is used a lot. Some silk as well used. Delicate fabrics are used across the wedding. Sometimes on the doesn't have to be just curtains. It can be on the tables as well as on the plates, maybe. Centerpieces, they can be lush and they can be minimal at the same time. So it doesn't have to always be lush arrangements to create a romantic wedding, but even the minimal style of a centerpiece can create that style of romance through the elements that's used and infused with it. Invitations, maybe the floral arrangements, that the floral bouquet, the bridal dress, the flowers that are hanging, maybe the lighting in the place, twinkle lights. All of these are examples to have mood boards um, with a romantic Renaissance style and feel. Now, of course, we spoke about how to create and how to reach romantic design. At the same time, we want to speak about the business and how to do that in a romantic wedding styling. Okay, so styling a romantic wedding is an art, but it's also a business. So let's discuss how to effectively price our services. And when we effectively price our services, we need to consult with clients. And the most important thing in that, we have to build a portfolio that showcases our romantic styling skills. Okay, because remember that your portfolio is a reflection of your brand. So having a portfolio that is strong enough and that tells a cohesive story of your aesthetic and expertise, this will elevate in your business approach and your business aspects, and this is how you will actually grab the attention of clients into making them trust your brand more and make them pay, because at the end of the day, we're not just creating images or visuals or mood boards just for nothing. We are actually doing that as a business, and we want our business to flourish and nourish so we can create even more beautiful weddings. So we can speak about pricing strategies, okay? We can always include pricing packages, like different styles, different packages, okay? You can offer a la carte services. Maybe do like client consultations to understand more their visions and their preferences. You can always work on customized budgets. These are different styles of pricing strategies that you can use to incorporate it with your business to make it nourish. And of course, I'd be happy if there is anybody would like to ask me any question. Okay, and I'd be gladly even reply them by email or if they commented or anything, I would be gladly replying them on a certain thing or how they want to decide how to create a pricing maybe package. Different packages differ. You can create simple to medium to extravagant style of packages. Maybe this can be a style of a price if you want to do that. So, I know we have covered a lot today, and I do hope that you enjoyed this tiny session with me. From the essence of romanticism to practical design techniques and business strategies, I hope you feel inspired and equipped to create stunning romantic weddings. This is Reem Zarifa. Thank you all for your participation and enthusiasm. I look forward to see the beautiful romantic weddings that you will create. Until next time. Thank you. Have a lovely night and or day wherever you are right now. And I hope that you feel enriched now with this session and maybe inspired to create mood boards or even some lush weddings. Have a good night. Bye bye.